What is up, everybody? It is Alex from Heavy New York here at Aftershock Festival 2022, and we are here with Gene Delabella of the Almighty Ego Kill Talent.
What's up?
It's great to be able to talk with you, man. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, man.
Of course,
it's a
man.
pleasure.
The Dance Between Extremes has been out now for a bit over a year. This record is absolutely kick-ass. Just how has the record cycle been so far for this album?
It's been actually great, and it's crazy, man. Because I mean, we're trying. I was talking to this other guy in this other interview. We're trying to digest what's happening to us right now because it's like we just changed the singer. So we have a girl singing now, and we used to have Jonathan, a guy singing. So it's changed everything. So it's like it's actually a new perspective on the songs from the record because they sound so different. We had to change all the tunings and everything. So it's all fresh to us now. It's awesome and exciting. So it's weird to talk about the cycle of the record because we were like in the middle of the cycle of the record, we changed everything. So it's like a new, like sort of like reliving the cycle again, sort of.
Well, that's awesome. Having a new singer, has that opened up new doors for experimentation?
Completely, man. Especially a girl. I mean, it's just like we've been, we just played our first shows in U.S. This was the second show. So we played Louder Than Life. And then we stayed in L.A. for couple of weeks, and we were pretty much every day just going to the studio to write new material because we hadn't had time to do that with Emily, the new singer. So we spent all these days just going to the studio and trying to write new songs, and things are just coming, like it's just so fresh and awesome because I don't know, man. It seems like how can I say this? It's like it's a different range of pitch. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly in English, but it's like it seems like we have so much more room. It's just so exciting, man. We're so happy. Yeah.
As a drummer, I've just always been fascinated by your drumming style, whether it be with Ego Kill Talent or the work you've done with Sepultura. I think What I Do is the best Sepultura song.
So that's cool.
Ever.
I love that song, man.
Yeah, that is easily my favorite Sepultura song.
That's awesome.
When it comes to drumming, do you prefer to have music present before you start laying down your parts, or have you ever had a whole drum pattern written down that the band can write off?
No. It's never like a drum thing. To me, it's always about the music. So it's gotta be about the chemistry of doing that, like with a guitar player or with a bass player or with everybody in the same room. So it's always, to me, writing is I'm never like it's crazy because I am a drummer and drums is my main instrument, but I always played the guitar my whole life. So the way I think, it's not only rhythmically, so I'm always like thinking about the riff and the way things cross and leave room to the melodies or to the scream, like back in Sepultura. So there's like a whole thing going on. It's never like about the rhythm or the groove. It is as well, of course, but I mean, it's kind of about the music, not about the groove.
Well, it's funny too. I was interviewing Justin, the drummer for Killswitch Engage, a while ago, and he said that there's always a big misconception, and I agree, because drums don't have melody. There isn't emotion into it, but I've watched videos of you playing. There's tons of emotion within your
songwriting.
Right?
Thank you. Yeah. It's just like that. It's an explosion of things. So I'm not really a drummer, one of those guys who like to think like meticulously about the right notes and the right pattern. I'm more like it's more like organic and visceral. I don't know if that word makes sense, but it's like just being there and reacting to the riff or to something that comes into my mind. So it's never like really mathematic rhythm, so it's about the vibe right there. So sometimes sometimes it will happen that I'm like thinking about some melody, like a rhythmic melody, and then I'll express that as a drum, just playing drums, and then something will come up as a riff after that. So it happens too, but it's mainly it's mainly like with everybody else. It's not only about the drums, you know?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now this year is an important year for you because this year marks 10 years since
Yes.
the Karios album from Sepultura.
Yes.
If I pronounced that right.
Yeah,
Um,
Kairos.
So the final album you did was, first off, that Ministry cover I think is the best cover of all time.
Awesome, man.
But what was the sort of mindset behind the making of that album? And has the work that you've done on Alex and Karios maybe influenced what you bring into Ego Kill Talent?
Kairos was the second album, so we were together for a while.
Yeah.
So that was really awesome because we had so much, we grew as a band, as a team, you know, so it was like a lot easier, you know, like in the studio, things were just coming, you know. And as I was saying before, we as Sepultura, we were always like writing stuff together as a band. So it was all about jamming and recording little things and then adding there and then editing there and then trying to figure out what's good, what's not, and then, you know, things were like just moving that way. So yeah, man, what I have to say is just like since it was the second album with the band, it was so much easier, you know, to get to the sweet spot, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you made an awesome album before, influenced by A Clockwork Orange, that's going to be difficult to top.
Yes.
And the final question I wanted to ask is regarding the Ego Kill Talent is, your music, I consider it very experimental. I don't know whether to call Ego Kill Talent a metal band, a rock band.
Yeah.
You guys just cover all different. I feel like you guys really are the dance between extremes
Exactly.
in terms of the style of music.
Yes.
Does that make it a little bit easier to sort of like try new things when writing music because you have so many different?
That's exactly. I mean, that's the way we think. You know, like we don't want to have like any. We don't want to be slaves of any like sort of genre or anything like that. You know, we just want to be there, and the vibe of that day is what matters. You know, so it's not like looking for the next best riff or it's got to be metal or it's got to be. It doesn't have to be anything. It's just like if it feels right, if we like it. Especially now with Emily, man, it's just going like crazy directions because we can explore and we don't want to be a band that it's just a slave to any genre, you know. So
I don't
it's just
blame
open,
you.
man. Yeah.
I don't blame you. So before we go, I want to thank you so much for your time
Thank
and
you,
welcome
man.
to America.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
bringing Ego Kill Talent to us.
Awesome.
Is there just anything else that you would like to promote? Now that the Dance Between Extremes is going to be hitting 2 years old soon, can we
Yeah.
be expecting some new Ego Kill Talent with the new singer?
Yes, we are. As I was saying before, we're just like writing new material. We're very excited about everything, and we're going back to Brazil tomorrow, and then start right after that. Just writing new stuff and recording the new things, and it's gonna be out soon, man.
For sure.
Yes.
Just don't leave the U.S. again without bringing
Of
Ego
course,
Kill
man.
Talent to
Yes,
New York.
Of course.
Everybody, we are here with Gene Dellabella of Ego Kill Talent, the Dance Between Extremes. Be sure to pick that up. We will see you next time on Heavy New York.
Yeah.